Welcome to the USRI FireTrak tutorial video. I'll be guiding you through how to use FireTrak to review thermal images with GPS data to locate possible forest fires. To begin, open the FireTrak program. If you have not yet registered the program, you may get a pop-up asking for your email address, name, and organization. Once submitted, USRI will follow up with you regarding your registration. To start analyzing a new set of images, open a new project by clicking File, then New. Select your image's source folder by clicking the folder icon, then locate the folder containing your thermal images and click Select Folder. It is highly recommended to keep this folder on your computer's hard drive and not within any cloud services like OneDrive, as the program will generate additional files in this folder. After you've selected your source folder, set the color palette to grayscale, and then click Start. Once the images are done processing, on the Analyze page, you should see the temperature graph for the entire folder. At this point, it is recommended you save the project and continue to do so periodically. To save, click File, then Save. If this is the first time saving the project, you'll need to specify the location you would like to save the project file. Find the location you would like to save to and enter a name for the project file, then click Save. At the bottom of the screen, you can use the buttons to narrow the graph to a number of images specified by the step value. For example, we can leave the step value at 100, then click Previous Page to see the graph for the first 100 images. On the right side of the screen, we can specify a temperature range that we want to target. It is a good idea to step through the pages to adjust the minimum temperature value so that each spike on the graph that you may want to further analyze is included. Once you are satisfied with the temperature range, you can click Show All to bring up the graph with all images included. Then click the Play button on the right to begin adding all relevant images to the targets group. Once processing has finished, click the View button at the top of the screen and switch the drop-down from All to Targets. This screen lets us view each image with highlighted points that meet your temperature range. At the bottom of the screen, you can use the buttons to zoom in and out of the image, toggle the overlay, and step through the targets. From the top of the screen, we can click the Map button to switch to the map page. From the layers list on the left, we can turn on Image Layer to see the thermal images overlaid on the map. Turning off the GPS layer will hide the blue dots that indicate the GPS location at which the image was taken. On this page, we can group targets together to narrow down our analysis to one grouping at a time. To do so, click the Create Target Group button on the left side of the screen. Then, click and drag an area around the targets you would like to group together. Next, click the Move Grouped Targets To button and select Working from the drop-down to send the selected targets to the working group. This will remove the targets from the Targets group, and we can select Working from the drop-down at the top of the page to view the grouped targets in isolation. Switching over to the View page, we can now cycle through the grouped targets and review them individually. If there are any targets that you want to exclude, like these vehicles for example, we can return to the Map page, click the button to group the targets, then click the Hide Targets in Group button to hide the selected points from our targets. Once you are satisfied with the targets in your working group, you can select them then click the Set Marker at Group Center button to place a marker. Then we can click the Move Grouped Targets To button and choose Reviewed to remove the targets from our working group, leaving only the marker. We can then switch back to Targets from the drop-down at the top and repeat the process until all targets have been grouped and marked. Once you are satisfied with your markers, you can save your progress by clicking File, then Save, Then we can export the marker positions with File, Export All. This will ask you to choose a folder where you would like the exported files saved to. To keep things organized, we'll create a new folder called Reports and click Select Folder. If you open the folder that we exported to, you'll see a few files with data as both KML files and CSV. Using a program like Google Earth, we can open the KML files to see our points mapped out on a globe. Opening the CSV in a spreadsheet program like Excel, we can see the radiometric data for each target that was analyzed. We hope this video guide to the USRI FireTrak software has been helpful. If you have any questions or require additional support, please send an email to support@usri.ca or consult your user manual.